A new era of isekai and fantasy anime is on the horizon, and 2025 is set to deliver some of the most exciting stories yet. Overpowered heroes will rise, kingdoms will be built or destroyed, and hidden mysteries will unfold. If you love magic battles, legendary adventures, or protagonists who just want to chill but end up breaking the world, you won't want to miss what's coming. So, prepare yourself, because we're about to dive into the top 10 most anticipated isekai and fantasy anime of 2025. Kicking off our list is Theogonia, a fresh take on fantasy that's bound to captivate fans of dark and strategic storytelling. Unlike your typical power fantasy isekai, this one follows Kai, a boy born into a war-torn world where humans are locked in an endless struggle against beastmen and other monstrous creatures. But here's the twist. He suddenly starts recalling memories of a past life, memories filled with battle experience and knowledge far beyond his time. Now, he's caught in the middle of brutal warfare, armed with the foresight that could change the tides of battle, if he can survive long enough to use it. If you're into serious world-building, high-stakes combat, and a protagonist who earns every bit of his power, this is one to keep an eye on. Next up, we've got Gachiakuda. It throws us into a dystopian world where discarded people and objects fall into a mysterious abyss. Our MC, Rudo, is one of those castaways, but instead of giving up, he discovers a power that lets him turn trash into deadly weapons. Think Dorohedoro meets Jujutsu Kaisen, with gritty fights, unique abilities, and a punk-style aesthetic that's pure fire. If you love dark, action-packed fantasy with insane art and world-building, Gachiakuda is about to become your next obsession. Keep your eyes on this one. The long-awaited return of Prince Lloyd and his magic obsession is finally here. Season 1 had us hooked with Lloyd's ridiculously overpowered magic and his pure, childlike obsession with spellcraft. His spells were so over the top that even villains started questioning their life choices, and we loved every second of it. Now, in Season 2, expect even crazier spell battles, more ridiculous flexes, and, of course, Lloyd geeking out over magic like a kid in a candy store. With hilarious moments, absurd magical prowess, and a sprinkle of harem chaos, this sequel is shaping up to be peak OP protagonist entertainment. If insane magic fights, non-stop flexing, and comedy gold are your thing, this one's a must-watch. What if you had the chance to redo everything, but this time, with the knowledge of the future? New Saga throws us into a world where the hero has already defeated the Demon King, but at the cost of almost everything. Just when he thinks his battle is over, he stumbles upon a mysterious artifact, one that sends him back in time before everything started. Now, armed with future memories, he's got to rewind, reroute, and re-strategize his entire journey to prepare humanity for the inevitable war ahead. It's giving ReZero meets no game, no life vibes, but with an experienced hero who actually knows what he's doing. With time travel, strategy, and non-stop action, this is one fantasy adventure you won't want to miss. At number 6, we have Apocalypse Bringer Munagra, and trust me, this one is not your typical isekai. Our MC Takuto Ira was just an ordinary guy, until he wakes up as an evil god in a world straight out of a strategy game. But here's the kicker, he's not the hero. He's the ruler of a dark apocalyptic civilization, with monsters and corruption spreading at his command. Instead of gathering allies and saving the world, Takuto must conquer and destroy, leading his cursed kingdom to dominate an already broken land. The mix of 4X strategy, dark fantasy, and civilization building makes this one stand out big time. If you love overpowered anti-heroes and morally gray storytelling, Apocalypse Bringer Munagra is about to deliver some serious villain energy. By the way, if you're loving this list so far, don't forget to hit that like button, and while you're at it, subscribe to our channel for more awesome anime recommendation videos. It really helps the channel grow and keeps you updated on the latest anime content. And let me know, which of these upcoming isekai or fantasy anime are you most hyped for? Alright, back to the list. Things are only getting crazier from here. Bringing back that classic fantasy charm, the water magician follows Rio, a young man reincarnated into a mystical world where he's gifted with extraordinary water magic. But instead of an all-out OP battle fest, this story is all about growth, discovery, and mastering the elements. Think Made in Abyss, but swap the Abyss for a stunningly crafted fantasy world filled with adventure and mystery. If you're into detailed magic systems, breathtaking exploration, and a protagonist who actually learns and evolves, this is one to keep on your radar. Coming at number 4. My status as an assassin obviously exceeds the heroes. Imagine getting isekai'd, but instead of being the legendary chosen one, you're the assassin with maxed out stats. That's Oda Akira's life now, and let's just say, he's not playing fair. While the so-called hero party fumbles through battles, Akira's out here one-shotting bosses, sneaking through dungeons, and making the hero look like a side character. With his deadly skills and a tactical mind, he's proving that sometimes the one in the shadows holds all the power. If you're a fan of Arifureta or the world's finest assassin, this dark and action-packed isekai is one you won't want to miss.
俺が生き残るために
Sid is back, and this time he's taking over the big screen. Lost Echoes promises more intense battles, hilarious misunderstandings, and Shadow Garden flexing like never before. Season 2 had us diving into lawless cities, vampire showdowns, and Sid unknowingly saving the world. But this movie is set to take things even further. Expect insane action, dramatic monologues, and Sid's coincidental victories that leave everyone in awe. If you're a fan of overpowered protagonists and perfectly executed misunderstandings, this is one movie you won't want to miss. The wait is finally over. The Beginning After the End is getting its long-awaited anime adaptation. Based on the hit web novel and manhwa, this series follows Arthur Lewin, a reincarnated king with overwhelming magic and swordsmanship, destined for something far greater than he ever imagined. But this isn't just another power fantasy. Arthur's journey is packed with deep lore, intense character development, and some of the best magic battles in the genre. If you loved Solo Leveling or Mushoku Tensei, this one's about to be your next obsession. If done right, this could be the next big thing in fantasy anime. At the top of the list is none other than Lord of the Mysteries. If you haven't heard of this one, get ready. This isn't just an isekai, it's a mind-bending Lovecraftian mystery fantasy with some of the best world-building in fiction. Our MC, Klein Moretti, wakes up in a steampunk-inspired world filled with gods, secret cults, and terrifying eldritch horrors. But here's the twist. Power in this world comes from drinking mysterious potions that can grant supernatural abilities, or drive you completely insane. The magic system? Insanely deep. The story? A mix of detective work, psychological thriller, and epic battles against forces beyond human understanding. If this adaptation is done right, it could be one of the greatest fantasy isekai anime of all time. And that's a wrap. 2025 is looking stacked with incredible isekai and fantasy anime, and I can't wait to see how these adaptations turn out. Which one are you most hyped for? And if you're looking for more anime to add to your watch list, check out our video on the top 10 anime with genius main character. Catch you in the next one.